welcome once again to Snowed in episode 8.
Brought to you by Marvel Legends Fantastic Four. Bring home Jen Walters today.
Just to be fair, you should ask for her consent before bringing her home, and probably do something nice for her.
She is.
Or she'll tear up all your X-Men books.
Yeah, she is a lawyer, so
Yeah.
that's not the only reason, but like
No, it's the only reason. If they're not lawyers, you should just pick them up and take them wherever you want. They don't know the law. They'll have to figure it out their own. All right.
That's not where I was going with this.
Words
but...
that will get you canceled aside. When last we ended our game, everybody was kind of getting, or lots of you were trying to get your ducks in a row for future plans. Forget, we did not have Charles last time, correct?
You did not.
Okay.
We did not.
So yeah, we are going to kind of jump right in to talking about like Charles's long-term plans, because we had a little bit of something discussed that he was going to be working on, a little bartending-ish project that he had on the
Correct.
side.
I'm hitting the big time, bitches.
Yeah.
I'll leave all you behind.
Yeah, already off to Vegas.
No, not off
Right.
to Vegas. This is not in Vegas. This is still in Ephraim.
Which is
It's
Vegas. Vegas of
Ephraim
Utah.
is the Vegas of Utah.
No. There is no Vegas of Utah. It's Utah.
It's actually Hurricane. That's where Five Nights at Freddy's takes place. So if they have like such a big animatronic market, that must be the Vegas of Utah.
No.
See, look at that. It all
Five
makes
Nights at
sense.
Freddy's is not canon in this universe.
Well,
What
why
about
not?
the
It could be.
87?
It would. There's no way the technocracy would allow that to happen.
I mean, there's.
Maybe it's Ghost doing it.
I'm gonna say there's gotta be like some Giovanni who might just be interested in like put Ghost.
Sure, but it
No.
makes technology look bad. You can't have technology looking bad.
Well, listen, people
Then
don't
what
even
about
know
AI?
what's real.
AI looks good. Everybody loves AI.
Listen, it's fine because recently Sam Bakeman just said AI might be in a bubble. So you know.
Yeah, but he's gonna come out on the top of the bubble.
Just got me there. Shout out Chat GPT, version 5.0.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, so in this little thing that has been set up, this is almost like a welcome break when you kind of get things ready, as you're getting things ready. There is no there are seemingly no restrictions like you would expect in this town that has been very full of like Mormon restriction. You are working with somebody who is kind of this big funder in the town and seems to kind of have ideas for the town opposed to what certain other people with certain other religious ideologies would have for it. So when you are working with them, there's a lot more trying to, well, it's almost like what they're asking you to do is try to show people like that there is a line that you can cross between being a Mormon and respecting Mormonism, while not like falling into the other way. And there's a few interactions that you have with him that I kind of want to see where you would go with it. So one of the biggest ones is he reaches out to you because he is talking about themes for things. He wants to really kind of solidify a certain arrangement of like what you're serving. You've already talked about what you're serving alcohol wise and trying to pair the food up, but he wants to make sure the decor kind of matches the rest of the theme. And he's
Okay.
curious if you have like suggestions around what the plan was. I need
As far as the decor,
yeah. Well, if you had any suggestions for decor in line with the rest of.
I'm actually completely blank on what the theme is now.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my notes taking app open. I thought I had it open already, but I forgot I restarted since last I had it open. So
I know
second.
it was not
Kids
SpongeBob.
Bop? Oh.
No, it was not SpongeBob.
Go with a tiki theme. Every bar has to have a tiki theme.
No, it was not tiki theme because this is not a bar that they're doing. This is him working like a dinner party thing.
I thought it was
Guilty
I thought it was vodka martinis from around the world.
No, I didn't think we'd gone that far, but I know it was. I wrote nothing down in my notes for this. Fantastic.
You're doing an Eyes Wide Shut theme?
No, it is also not an Eyes Wide Shut theme.
Oh.
I know part of what we were talking about is like they wanted to keep it low key, and it's supposed to be like an introduction to why alcohol is basically fine.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're not going to go for whiskeys or anything like that.
Correct. It's not showy. They want it to be something that is as Mormon adjacent friendly as possible.
Oh. So it's I got to get this out of my system.
Go for it.
So it's going to be Malort and Long Island iced tea.
I think if you serve them Long Island iced teas, you're going to literally have Mormons using this as the example for why you can't let people have alcohol.
Okay. Yeah, no, we're going to go with very classic low alcohol drink.
Mm-hmm.
And what we're going to do is we're going to do an upscale saloon theme. And it's going to be classy. We'll have Sinatra music.
You mean like one of those Western things?
What's that?
When you say saloon, you mean like one of those Western things?
No, I'm thinking more like, this is a Mormon crowd, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, there will be Mormon and Mormon adjacent people. So there will be Mormons that will be kind of eyeing to see whether or not what we're doing is, how you might say, like proof of what they believe alcohol to be.
So we're going to do like a sophisticated club in the 50s where you find Sinatra or Dean Martin at.
Like a speakeasy kind of thing. I've heard that's pretty popular right now.
I was thinking like suits and fine beverages, but yeah, we could do that.
We don't have to do the speakeasy thing. I'm not worried about what is in the current culture. I mostly want to make sure that I'm presenting this in a way that seems warm and welcoming to these guys. I do not want to end up with any sort of bad situation going on. It's very...
Well, how about like a 50s theme? Because isn't that kind of where they're from?
Roughly, I believe.
So we could kind of do that. So like the golden age of style, that kind of thing.
Okay. Do you think
but
it's...
also like...
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You think it's too kitschy to do costumes? Should I avoid that? I would assume.
How are that? I've only been in Ephraim in a short time. Are costume parties popular?
Not particularly. I wasn't sure if maybe it sounded like, I don't know, something that might help people relax, but also, I don't know. It feels kind of weird.
Costumes?
Yeah. Maybe we just stick to the overall vibe, like keep things a little bit more wood tonesy in stuff.
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Dimmer lighting, I'm assuming.
What's that?
Dimmer lighting, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we want to go elegant and classy. I'm trying to think. Would this be a streetwise to like get a vibe of Ephraim?
Yeah, that would be a good way to do that.
Okay. And then what would the
Probably here, if we're going for kind of like a vibe check, let me look up sheets real quick. I'd say probably this is charisma. This is like that classical D&D style of like knowing how to present something is more about kind of having an intrinsic eye for it, an intrinsic feel for it. Ooh, yeah. You have a really good kind of vibe on this. So yeah, you basically you start like suggesting all the things to kind of put this put all the pieces in place for the design, for the drinks. It takes a little bit more work than you'd expect, like trying to think up some of them. Not because you don't know, but because like you want to be very careful about this. You have to get like this good balance of like getting people to get to a point of being drunk, because you want them to reach the point where the libations like work as that oil that loosens, that helps to more easily turn the wheels of conversation,
the gears of society.
Without getting it to the point that it just causes the gears to kind of fall off the machine and everything falls apart. So it's a matter of like temperance and kind of keeping track of, but also keeping track of like where people are at.
It's like almost every gaming event I've been to where there's booze at.
Yes.
It always quickly degenerates into some schmuck getting drunk and
it's
ruining the game.
It's why if you're going to do this, if anybody, this is just a tip for anybody either here or watching. If you're ever going to do something that is like a role-playing game with drinking involved, somebody has to be the bartender and somebody has to be keeping an eye on what people are drinking, because you want to make sure that like once somebody's got to about that point 1 area, they don't you wait till some of that burns off before you get them their other drink.
Unless it's Ryan, because he's drunk all the fucking time. Then you don't want him sober.
You don't know me.
Because then he's just angry.
If you can get drunk on energy drink, sure, Ryan is definitely drunk all the time.
He's got most people drink vodka Red Bull.
That's true. Most people shouldn't drink vodka Red Bulls, though.
Just to derail the game, I ended up at an office party and they were all drinking vodkas and Red Bull. Supposedly vodka doesn't smell. I thought vodka and Red Bull smelled absolutely terrible.
So vodka does smell because a lot of people don't drink good vodka. A lot of people drink like either rot gut or what's basically close to it. And Tito's has an unmistakable smell because it smells like corn syrup. It smells like fermented corn syrup.
I think that's what they were drinking.
Yep. It's really common because it goes down easy because it's fermented corn syrup. But yeah, so you come up with this this menu, these designs. He gives you a little bit of feedback here and there, but ultimately he gets a little curious as things are going on. So I need to know in all this. Rumor has it you stopped over at the church a couple of days ago. Were you interested in converting, or how do you feel about this whole Mormon business?
I don't know much about it. And since I'm living in a town with a bunch of Mormons, I should see, what it's all about. So I can't give you a good answer.
Have they given you any stress about your work?
No, nothing. It's been pretty easy going. I'm halfway through Nicholas Nickleby, which is like 1,000 pages.
Not familiar.
I suddenly feel the need to read Charles Dickens.
On purpose.
I don't understand it.
Did you have like a teacher or something when you were a child that sparked the interest, maybe?
Just woke up one day, wanted to read it, just like I wanted to know about Mormonism one day. Maybe I just want to broaden my horizons. I've always been so, focused on bartending and the culture. Maybe I want to be a little bit more erudite.
It's true. I do know that some people, when they change the scenery, they start to find a change in themselves as well.
So everybody seems awfully nice here.
Yeah, you kind of have to be. The law around here is not necessarily friendly, though I'm sure you've experienced a little bit of that yourself working there at the liquor store.
Yeah, the cops do come and visit me.
Yeah, they visit a lot.
Yeah, I'm becoming fast friends with Detective Minx. I think his name
Annex.
is. I'm messing around.
Yeah, no, he corrects you though.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Mannix.
Mannix is
You know, my mom liked a show with a Mannix on it. I wonder if he knows.
I mean, I'm assuming he does. It's probably why he's got such a power complex. Never seen a man that's a detective that thinks so hard that he runs the force.
At least his last name isn't Banachek.
What's Banachek?
That's another one of those kind of shows from back then.
I wouldn't know. Wasn't my gig. Wasn't my scene.
When you're sitting in hotel rooms, the only thing you can watch is like Me TV. And that's got all that stuff on it.
I was always stuck because the kids always wanted to watch Cartoon Network or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
You hear about that there's like a Disney one that they're always watching all the time. It has just like a bunch of fairy princesses and stuff on it. Really annoying shit.
Oh, I can't even imagine. But yeah, we want to give these Ephraimites a little taste of what alcohol can be, not only loosening up, but a little bit of sophistication.
Yeah, that is the end goal here. So good. I think we've made a good choice here. Look forward to seeing you at the party and hope it all goes well.
I think it will. Now I'm going to take 3 sessions to buy it. The Ryan's dead. Yes.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's give Ryan the session he wants. Charles buys a suit.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Why should my epaulets be?
If I'm not mistaken, though, I think you're going to be pretty disappointed by the availability of suits here.
They sell suits at the Walmart?
I mean, they do sell suits at the Walmart, but...
Oh, good God. No, I didn't know that. Oh, my God.
Just a little Walmart suit.
Outfit ID.
I can't even imagine.
So...
At Walmart, we trust.
You can go a few miles north of Ephraim. There is a suit store that exists called Angie's Tuxedos.
Oh, hold on, guys. I gotta know. $90 for a suit at Walmart.
Although
Holy
when you click on it, it says it. I don't actually know if this is a real place. So when I look at the picture of where it is, there is a picture of somebody's farm. Oh no, Angie's Tuxedos is inside of the farm. This is wild. This is wild.
We're going there for a bespoke suit now, for sure.
Yeah, you call for an appointment. So this must be one of those places where they do a fitting.
Yeah, this is not a fucking around place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, because it redirects to a place called Jim's Formal Wear when you look at their website.
If they're having you come in for actual fittings, they're not doing too bad.
Yeah.
It's not having you send away like Indochino.
Yeah, the site specifically says like call for an appointment ahead of time. So you set up your appointment, unexpecting what's about to happen, and you pull up in front of a place that says Jorgensen Farms.
Huh. Jorgensen Farms.
This is the place. Angie's Tuxedos. See that little sign over there, the little white sign? That's the one.
Uh-huh.
You're going to go in there and ask for whoever said to ask for. Probably whoever this Angie person. I don't know. Look, I don't drop many people off here.
It's fine. It's fine. I got a big gig. I need to look my best. Want to look classy. If this is what we got in Ephraim, this is what we got.
We're a little outside of it, but yeah. This
right,
this out here is Mount Pleasant, by the way, if you ever need to remember the name.
Okay.
It's very pleasant, they say.
The mount is pleasant here in
Yeah.
Angie's. Okay.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Yeah. He'll head off, drop it, leaving you there.
All right, I'm going to amble on over.
Yeah.
Walk with determination.
Yeah, you walk on through. Eventually, you will find your way over to. See if I can get. Yeah, it is somebody named Angie that will meet with you. So what are you looking to do?
Well, I got a big, I got a big gig, and I'm a professional, and I want to look classy. I'm doing a social event for the town. I want to look good, and most of my clothes I bought off the Target rack.
Oh, got a lot of work to do then. You got a color preference?
I know just from the last institution I was thrown out of, black is out and navy is in.
A lot of people like navy. Gray's making a comeback in some ways, in my opinion, but navy's also really, really nice, really standard.
Well, I'll just level with you. I'm going to be the head bartender. Would you suggest a navy or a gray?
Probably a navy. I think highlights are going to matter the most here. You got some colors the event is going to have attached to it?
I'm going to talk about the soft tones and wood, and
Okay.
we're trying to go for a 50s elegance.
Yeah, then she'll work with you. Now, she explains she doesn't have the stuff in-house. So it's going to take a couple of days for her to get it ordered in, but she can get it ordered in pretty quick.
When's the event, Steve?
You've got a few days. We're going to kind of jump to it in between, but there's plenty of time for you to get the suit.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, I can't wear this shirt there.
Nope. But yeah, there are a couple of other interesting questions come up from her, though, as part of what's going on. So one of the questions will be, are you of the faith?
I'm just learning.
How do you feel? You like what you're learning?
It's not bad. I'm pretty new. I just got a book last week. I've about 100 pages into it. I don't want to. Go ahead.
We got a lot of folks in here, of the persuasion. We don't really have an opinion one way or the other, but they're always a good group to work with. It seems like the religion itself is very respectful, unlike some of the other ones I've dealt with.
Well, that's the thing. Everybody here is just so, gosh darn pleasant. Until they're not. But I suppose that's like that a lot of places.
Yeah, it's basically society, yeah.
The Midwest, we're all passive-aggressively polite.
Oh, yes. I oftentimes cannot stand working with people from either that area or... I've had really rough luck with New Englanders as well when they happen to come in. But it's a rarity. Very rare. Oftentimes the complaint is always like, why don't I have anything on the shelf? Why are the prices so high? And it's like, why did you come into this place and not pick up a suit beforehand?
They've labeled themselves economy cheap.
That's what it seems like. They're all complaining about how they could have gotten something lower priced at Walmart, but they know what they would have gotten at Walmart.
I know. I hear the suits are $89.99.
Ugh. Can you imagine?
I want to go buy one.
I would not wear that anywhere formal.
Like the next time I have like the Christmas party with David Edefeld, which is kind of formal, I think I'm gonna show up. I think I'm gonna show up in a Walmart suit. Hang out with his Broadway and Chicago buddies in a really cheap suit.
But yeah, she'll work with you. Make sure you get exactly what you need for the event.
Excellent.
And
Thank you so much.
she can even have it delivered straight to you, but she'd rather you come out here to pick it up if you could, so she can do a proper fitting and any sort of seamstressing needed.
I'm suitably impressed.
Well, thank you. We aim to please.
Excellent. I'll give you that. I know these days we have to leave Yelp reviews for everything, so.
Yeah. Well, in this case, she's more Google overall. But...
Okay. Fair enough.
Angie's tuxedos. You'll look the way you look. I guarantee it.
I got goals, guys.
I gotta steal that. Yeah, I'm glad you went with this, because the other option was Neighbors Thrift.
Shoot.
Don't worry, it has a 3.0 out of 42 reviews on Google, so it's got to be good.
When I worked at the first salon, they told me I had to get a jacket, and I didn't really want to buy one, so I went to the thrift store in Bridgeport and found an old school check jacket in black and white with like a herringbone. And I had black pants, and they actually loved it. And I looked like I was from like 1972.
Yep.
And I got them to monogram it for me on the right side and the right handkerchief. And it was kind of funny. And then Maxwell destroyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was quite a little fine for the thrift store.
All right.
Well, now I've bought a suit in game, Ryan, so now I can no longer make fun of it.
Yeah, you've joined the club.
The illustrious
All I gotta do
suits.
is end up in jail and
Well, no, Charles has ended up in jail before. The two of you ended up in jail. He ended up in jail trying to get you out of jail, remember?
that is true.
We have ended up in jail a couple of times,
Yeah.
Right?
Some of them
Jimbo's
weren't even
definitely
my
been
fault.
in jail.
If I can, I try to put my players in jail. It's a proper Steve Gemming experience. So we'll jump to the event as it's happening. I am curious. Do you see if you can get any of the rest of the crew invited to the event?
I was going to ask that if any of them would like to. So I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to class this up. I'm going to go to the local Kinko's and buy some 2-pound paper and invite my compatriots to come to my event. Going to be on some nice cream colored, and we're going to use that font that they use for Avatar. That name escapes me right now.
I know what you're talking about.
Papyrus?
Yes,
Papyrus?
Papyrus.
Yes,
Papyrus.
and I'm going to do it in papyrus. That way it looks classy.
Yes,
And I'm going to
classy.
make it in bold.
Papyrus, the classy version of Comic Sans.
Yes, that's exactly right.
All
They'll
right.
think they're going out for Middle Eastern food.
So yeah, the four of you will receive an invitation to attend a dinner party. Donovan, you've already been invited to this dinner party. You are. This guy would really like to get you to be attached to a part of this project. He is basically going to try to make a bid to get a seat on the city council, on the town board. And he's been pretty clear with you that one of his goals is to move the board away from being so church friendly.
I like that.
But he wants you to keep that low key. He does not want to be the public facing thing. So when you're talking to investors and other things, try to scout them for not having backing of any religious affiliation if possible.
Sounds good. I know how it is when your information gets out and people start stealing your ideas. Not a fan of it.
I'm less worried about them stealing the ideas and more worried about ending up in one of those situations where somebody backstabs me unexpectedly. I know you're
familiar with that.
I know at least you're a man that as long as I finance you properly, I can worry a little less about the backstabbing part.
He's one of those ones that stays bought, huh?
I mean, so long as something better doesn't come along, and in a place like Ephraim, something better is not likely to come along.
My interests, for the most part, lie in money and funds in this place. There's not a lot going on.
How did everything go with that boy that you were having a problem with also? Did you get that all cleaned up, it looked like?
It looks like it's mostly cleaned up. I don't think we should have to worry too much, I hope.
Good. I don't need messes like that being painted on non-Mormon heathens, as they would try to claim. It's nice when it can be tied to their own affiliations, even if it is spiraling unnecessarily out of control at the current rate.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little chink in the armor. I mean, I'm sure we can whittle that away a little bit more, but yeah, it'd be nice if it didn't spiral out of control like that.
Yeah, but people always want a hero. I mean, remember the Rittenhouse thing?
Yeah, unfortunately.
That was a mess. I remember I had a friend over there in Wisconsin just completely annoyed. They thought for sure this was going to do well for their plans up there. And then all of a sudden, he became this national hero.
Man, and there are just some people that it's so hard to talk down to their level because it's hard to comprehend being that, I don't want to say subhuman, but level of intelligence, you know?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, they managed to get a judge that was bought off the other way, in my opinion, but I haven't been able to prove it.
We'll find out in time.
We'll clean up where we can clean up.
So this event, so what are the clothing restrictions? What kind of colors are we going with here?
So think 1950s. Think I believe the gentleman hosting it said Mad Men, or organizing it said Mad Men style. If you've seen that show, I'm not a big TV person, so.
Me either. I've heard of it though.
Well, then if you can assemble around that, I figured I was going to look into some of my father's old clothing, maybe get myself to look the part a little bit more. I figure if he's certain about this, then I should be on board with him.
So, would it be best to blend in at this place, or?
It's up to you in this particular case. If you want to go suit shopping, you can.
I feel like I suddenly need to go suit shopping.
I thought that was what you're fishing for here.
Oh no, I'm trying to figure out how ostentatious I can make my outfit without it being like too over the top.
Gotcha.
Do I know that all of us got these invitations, or?
By this point, yeah, you're talking to him after he sends you the invitation. After Charles has sent out his invitations.
Perhaps I could get some of the others to come along, and maybe we can even make them look presentable.
I would hope so. If you're going to do that, then I want you guys to be on your. I need you to keep them on their best behavior where you can. and especially the rotund one. Can we get him any shirt that does not have a stain, or do all of them permanently row one when he's wearing them?
I think the answer to both of those is yes.
So brutal.
Well, do what
I
you
don't even
can
know
then.
what stain makes that color.
I am not sure either. At first I thought perhaps it was mustard, but it's a little too white to be mustard.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Then I
And
worried it was
really,
urine,
what's with
but
this color
who's
palette?
peeing on his chest? Wait, I don't know. Want to know? I just remembered there was all that stuff with that recent celebrity.
But, oh,
You
but
know,
that's such a small amount of pee, and why would you wear your shirt if you were? And that's too much thought put into this. Trickle down economics.
well, I'll tell you what. I'll make a little bit more funding available.
So brutal. So brutal.
Well, I suppose I'll go find them, and then we can make a.
Okay.
Is there a suit store around here?
You'll
I
have
know
to go a
that
little
there's
out of
Walmart.
town. I'll make sure there's a car ready
my
to
God.
take you there, but it's in a farm.
Excuse me, what?
So you drive to a farm, you go in and you'll ask. You have to make an appointment ahead of time. You'll meet with a woman named Angie. She'll do your fitting. She'll help you select a suit. She'll order it in. It's a very good operation. Just think about where we're at right now. This is not upper crust society.
Yeah, unfortunately, in a farm. I've heard of some shady things before, but a suit store at a farm.
In a farm. It's got a little banner outside and everything.
We're dealing with some kind of crusty society, but not upper crust. Ah, it's gonna smell so bad.
Yeah, it's not like real farm bad. It's not. It's you're not going to smell cow pies all over the place, but you definitely have to get used to that weird like wood smell that they have when you get in. Just I don't know, an off-putting scent is always there. It's proper enough that it won't make you vomit, but definitely you want to minimize the time you're there. But she does good work. I promise you that.
All right. Well, I suppose I'll go. I'll, say my goodbyes, and then I will go try to find the rest of the people.
Good.
See if they want to go suit shopping.
Yeah. So all of you will get the message from Charlie. What are your first feelings when you receive this invitation from Charlie?
Well, I guess my first question is it going to be on a scheduled game night?
That's a good question. Why don't you, let's do a quick luck thing. Why don't you give me a single D10 roll? And on 5 or lower, it will be. On 6 or higher, it won't be. You can just click the little D10 icon down there and then click the roll button.
Yeah, that's what I did.
You
Wait,
click
did I
it and then
just-
you click roll.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
All
That's
right, so there is a game
Cool.
that night.
Okay, then I guess I'm not going.
Okay, so you're going to stick to the game. You want to make sure that you're not giving up on the players.
Yep. Yeah. Plus, I guess still want to deal with the. I still gotta make sure the players have their game night. Plus, maybe it would be good if not all of us are there at once. Maybe we shouldn't all be in the same room at any one point.
That's a good way to think about it logistically. Curious, just as an offset, when the story that you're giving them, which of the big Cthulhu baddies are you using? You think?
Yeah, actually, sure, man, that actually is.
I'll let you think on that a little bit,
Yeah.
and I'll ask you again in a little bit.
Yeah. There's a part of me that wants to say Cthulhu, but a part of me to think, I should probably go with someone a little more obscure than just. Then again, they signed up for Call of Cthulhu. Maybe they want Cthulhu.
Yeah, but there are a
It
lot of
is.
good ones, and then you can cross weave stories so they get to
Oh yeah.
someone else. And how
Yeah.
many of them have
Yeah,
you
gotta
killed
find
so
out.
far? How many of them do you think your character's killed so far?
Oh, oh man. So let's hear. How many games have we had so far?
So you're about 10 games in so far.
I'm gonna say, yeah. Hey, we've had had 3 or 4 deaths by this
Okay.
point.
So you've probably been a little bit more friendly as a GM with them.
A little bit more friendly, you start off friendly.
Okay.
I also think, yeah. But I think after a bit, it guys, that's it. No, they actually do want the death as well.
You're not like Charles, where you're trying to get a person to cry on the first session.
What?
Yeah.
They deserve it.
One of my favorite Charles
Oh,
stories.
I like to hear that one sometime.
It wasn't intentional.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even like the goal.
How about the other two of you? How do you feel as you get the invitation?
I think Silas would be surprised that they would even be hosting something like this. But I think in the end he would go because he's always looking for an excuse to make a man question his sexuality. So,
Oh. And how about Tony?
Tony is always happy to schmooze.
Okay. All right. So then I guess a little while later, Donovan will request to meet up with everybody. Are you all willing to meet up with Donovan?
Yeah.
yeah.
Anybody not willing?
I if it's possible for me to meet up with Donovan, I would imagine I have to be on site.
Yes. How about Lena? Lena gonna meet up with Donovan as well?
Yeah, probably, like again, wait, is this wait?
It's like
is this
early
for,
one of these
for going-
nights. It's just early one of these nights. Donovan's like, hey, can we meet for a couple of minutes so we can chat?
Oh, then yes. Just making sure.
All right. Donovan,
So,
give him your spiel.
So I'm assuming most of us are going to this get together. Charlie,
I
and
can't.
I know you'll be there. Sorry, what was that?
I said I can't. It's on one of my game nights.
Okay.
Donovan wishes he had a pencil in hand.
By the way, I want you to know Charlie would understand.
That's not helping the situation.
Got to sell a bunch of little
Okay.
plastic miniatures.
Oh yeah.
That's
God.
okay. You're proving my point. Well, I know you'll be there, Charlie. The other two of you are going, yes?
Silas is just gonna look at him and silently nod.
You know me, boss. I love the party.
Arms crossed, hip tuned out.
Well, that's very good to hear. I thought that it would probably be best if we went to find somewhere with formal clothing that we could wear, but I've been assured that there's this suit shop in a barn that's supposed to be good. I don't.
A barn.
I'm
A
here.
barn.
I had a great experience going there.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
In a barn?
A barn.
Well, I
It's
mean,
a-
it's
it's-
not the great suit you get at Walmart, but it'll do.
Oh.
It's the party at
Oh,
EA
yeah.
Hoedown.
Telling a venture about a suit at a Walmart.
Oh.
There's a way to kill them. That does add
Sascha.
damage.
Shake his head silently in disappointment.
God. Ugh. Uh, well, I thought it would be
We
best
all
to
can't shop at the Men's Warehouse like you know, or send away to Indochino.
You think I would go to the Men's Warehouse? I don't shop at places that they advertise on late night TV.
Hey, listen, the Men's Warehouse has fantastic deals for suits, okay?
They are deals. That is
Tony, you
true.
can't talk.
What do you mean? I
All
shop
I'm
there all
hearing
the
is
time.
You have
is
no right to
people
speak
complaining
about
about me
clothes.
liking the way I look. Sorry, Silas, go ahead.
Mm.
I mean, I guess you'd like the way you look if you don't have good taste, but um, this is not going as I imagined. I don't know why. I should have expected this, but yes, I figured
Hey,
we
if
would
you
all
go,
go maybe find some good colors. So what's the color scheme again? Something wooden and 1950s ish, Charlie.
Yes, that's correct. So a lot of brown, blue tone.
Brown and blues. Huh.
Yeah.
Blues. I guess that would be
Oh,
more
the blue
50s.
gray color, I believe, was very popular back then.
Mm.
If you look at
Mhm.
that show,
Not
Okay.
that
If one
70s
were
show, to be
to
clear. Mad Men.
and if
it's
one
all
were to
elephant collars and tie dye.
Oh God, I'm so glad that's a joke.
if one were to not show up in these colors, hypothetically speaking.
Nobody was
It
given a
is a free
dress code.
country.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no dress code.
Huh.
Good.
We're just
Well,
encouraging people to get into it without getting too much.
that's good to know.
We don't want anybody actually acting like they're in the 50s.
Yeah, and looking for some specific clientele in there. So if anybody happens to come across people that may not necessarily align with the religious persuasion, that would be very helpful information for us. I know a guy, so. But I suppose I could, and I figured I would offer my services and help you guys pick out some suits. I'll kind of like look over their clothes, try not to look like I'm judging them, but probably not do a very
I
good
mean,
job.
whatever Silas is wearing looks very like fashionable and somewhat pricey. So there would be like a respect for you. But also I feel like some of what you've said also gives you like uh um God, I wanted to say this in the rudest way possible, but I wasn't coming up with the words. So I'm just gonna say streetwalker vibes.
Oh,
There's a little, it like oozes with an extra amount of sexuality that just feels like almost try hardy, but not really
like
try
a
hardy.
high, like a high-end escort.
Yes,
Hmm.
but
I mean,
it's
you're
not
almost there,
like
Silas.
it's not overtones, right? It's undertones. It's that thing where like when you look at them, this is a person reflecting sexuality. And so your brain always goes to like the way that things are cut, the way that things are worn is very much so about like highlighting parts of their body. But not in that kind of like selling it, but also like isn't that really what we do as people is kind of sell ourselves? It's a byproduct of dramaturgy as its normal pattern. So you can kind of see like the crossovers. But yeah, I feel like I had a better way to have explained that, but I don't. I botched it because it was in my head in the moment I had it, and then it disappeared the moment I had to say it.
Oh.
I know that feeling, and I get what you're saying, though. I mean, you look significantly better than the rest of them as far as this event goes. That's Um,
Better than all of you, but proceed. Yes.
them, yes.
I
I'll
said
adjust
all of
my.
you. All of you,
Well,
including you. But continue.
You can hear your tailor, like you remember your tailor, and you know that they would be screaming at this person for not respecting how great the cut of your jacket is.
I know a few people that would be offended by that, but I will be the bigger man and let that slide this
You do
time.
that. Mhm. Are we
You
going
are
to
a
continue
difficult
talking
one.
about the event?
Yes. Yes. I guess I'll kind of just give them what I know about the event if I know anything else aside from that.
Yeah, for the most part, what is going on is you can let them know he's told you that he's going to be running for office here, and this is like the big push to start that movement. He really wants to get a bunch of the important or well-known people together at this event to try to create mingling and try to get like word out, and then it's everybody expects that this night is when he's going to announce his like running.
Okay. So that's the whole event is essentially. This could be good for us, all of us.
Oh yeah, he wants to get on the city council. I'm sure he must know Lauren. Then me and Lauren, we've been talking ever since the card shop event. We've got a good repertoire. I've met even more members of the city council actually. So
I'm quite impressed, actually. I would have assumed that, and I mean this with no disrespect, that being members of the city council, they probably wouldn't want to be associated with you for a number of reasons.
well,
At least not publicly.
well, you know how it is. There's always one individual those councilmen usually like to have in their retinue, and I tend to be that guy.
Very valid point. Yeah, so I figured we would head there. There's a couple of days until then. We should get our formal wear in enough time, and everything should be, what do they say, hunky-dory around here? That sounds like something they would say.
It's David Bowie.
I do like some
Under
David
pressure.
Bowie, but
All right. So what are the designs that everybody's going to go for here? I want to know colors. I want to know shapes. I want to know little details that you would find interesting.
I already found some pictures. Can I send them to you?
Sure.
So
I know this is. Sorry. You
So
can
I was thinking something either mahogany, maybe a wine, maybe a nice mulberry.
Okay. Yeah. So if you mention wine as a color, Angie will let out like a little squeak of excitement. Yeah, that's a good look. It is definitely going to be interesting at an event like this, and will draw a lot of the attention that I think you're going for.
is here for attention.
You're not getting the gloves though. Those gloves are
I
not
think that's a
happening.
part of I think that's a part of the mannequin. Thankfully,
I feel like it's actually supposed to be part of it. So what this gives me is like Dia de los Muertos vibes. It's got that kind of like mariachi meets Aztec vibe.
yes, it does.
Or not Aztec. The other one. Anyway, Olmec. But
Oh, that's the guy from Legends of the Hidden Temple,
Yes.
right?
Some black gloves. He'll just have them black gloves.
When you mention wine as a color, it will make Angie a little bit excited. She'll go to like a specific design, but she will say, "We have to do this just right. if we do this wrong, you come out looking, like a pimp. And I don't want you to have that position. So we're going to go a little darker with some wine blending into the seaming. I've got, I think, the perfect one.
So that's a no on the hat with the feather in it then?
You are quite certain that is, yes. You're
I'm gonna
quite
run to the-
correct. It is.
I'll be right.
And I think that's a good idea to go with something sort of oak. We'll go for like pocket square tie with that nice oak color. But I do want what we might be able to do is we can get like a couple of soft threading in the jacket, and then we'll try to get a good like lighter wineish color in the shirt, I think, and then get those nice hints of oak. Should be a very, very nice presentation altogether. Are you a gold or silver cufflinks person?
Oh, that is a good question. What would blend well with that? I think either one of them if we did the color scheme right.
Mm-hmm. I can make it work whichever way you want to go.
You know what? I'll trust your judgment on this one.
Very well. All right. And do you have a preference for shoe versus boot?
I think shoes are probably a little bit classier.
Very
a
well.
little nicer.
I will get this together for you.
Thank you.
All right. And Tony. Where do you want to go with this outfit?
I think Tony will be oddly well dressed. It's gonna be one of those, just a classic. He's got a family suit.
Okay.
So it's kind of a,
you look like one of those dads who's like giving away his wife.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just have this nice family brown suit. That's just.
Yeah, you keep hearing her trying to talk you out of it, but you just keep going back to like, no, this one.
Yeah, Yeah, actually, I really don't need a new suit. If we could just touch up, it's in the family for a while, it's just, you're going to do some resizes, make sure everything.
No, you can't resize certain things a certain way. Let's just.
Oh, no. That's what they always try to tell you, but you certainly can. Look, you see these stitches, they've done it before.
Listen, you have a budget here that you can use however you want.
Yeah, it'll be a good budget. It will save even more money than you just resize the suit.
I'm sorry, I don't have the tools to do what you want me to do here.
It's fine. I can just wear it as is.
Sir, that will not go over well at this event.
Tony will kind of put it on. It is obviously stretching out.
You can hear the like ripping in the seams as you're doing it.
Oh my god.
It seems like it fits just fine.
All right, sir, you don't have to push so hard. We'll give you a discount.
A discount? All of a sudden I'm more inclined to what you were trying to sell me. What are we talking about here?
We can give you 30% off whatever you want here.
Beautiful. I love to hear that number, 30%. It's it's one of the greatest numbers ever said. That plus discount's a beautiful phrase.
Oh, good. Yeah, let's get you into something that's what you like. This is a reasonable compromise.
Yeah, I think you can make something work now.
You're gonna come in an 80s like style suit. She just doesn't want to like do what you want to do and wants to make the sale.
I love that.
Yeah, so suits will get together. They'll all get ordered in. You can get them fitted once the outfits arrive. And yeah, we will have a soiree. But I would like to take a short break real quick. And when we get back, we will see how the event goes.
Sounds good.
Hip, hip. Hooray.
Well, so everybody is decorated, ready to go, has all their plans for the evening structured.
I do.
I do.
I do.
All right. So let's get at it. Charlie, you're there early, as you need to be. They have given you a handful of somewhat helpful staff. They mean well in what they're doing, but this is kind of like their first time dealing with this sort of thing. At least a handful of them. There's one other person working with you that seems to kind of know their way around things. But otherwise, it seems like they basically just hired on a handful of college students.
Well, that's not unexpected. So I'm going to politely set the tone. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just got to get through this shift with professionalism and courtesy. Emphasis on courtesy. So, and if you have any questions, just come and ask. My name is Charlie, and I'm the head bartender here.
Though
I'm gonna try to win them over by flipping a bottle of whiskey. Might as well make use of my flair, because this will be the only time I will get to do this, because it will not fit the rest of the event.
Go for it.
Because spent all those points for the shit.
Give me that performance plus charisma.
Hold on.
I believe.
This will be the part where Charles botches completely and destroys a bottle of whiskey.
Everything.
He'll be like, watch this, kids.
Watch this, punk. What happened? You knocked yourself out with a bottle.
Waiting for the bestial failure that rolls here.
And I'm trying. Come on, system. Maybe it's because I'm nervous and over.
Yeah. Performance, drop down box, charisma.
Anxiety.
Gonna get.
Part of what you're having is you're having that weird thing where it's somewhat connecting and disconnecting you in the game. I saw your name disappear and reappear again.
Okay, so performance.
Performance
and what again?
plus charisma. Charisma. Yeah, how good you are at burning things.
I don't think that's what it means, but
I thought it was.
I'm going with it.
He's very lit.
I called it.
Oh my God!
All right. So I will say here.
Look at that bestial failure.
That you like do the thing where you toss it up in the air, but then so you have the flare where you're about to catch it, and you grab it, but part of the bottle as you're catching it is too low, and it lands a little against the table, just enough that the bottom part, a part of the bottom starts to shatter, and you're trying to fix the bottle so the alcohol doesn't go anywhere as quickly as you can, but in the process you hear somebody go, "Shit! Ow!" And as you catch a glimpse, you notice that there is this trickle of blood going down someone's arm, and they're sopping it up with a rag as best they can, but there's quite a bit of blood coming out in this particular case. Give me a composure plus resolve here.
Oh, this is great. I've been waiting for a moment.
He's gonna be like, "It's fine.
I believe.
I believe.
No, that's not what I wanted. Okay.
Believe I think God love.
Where is resolve at on this sheet?
So if you resolve is right next to composure. So composure is there, resolve is to the right of it. Oh, but in the drop down box. It's the bottom one on the attributes. So if you click composure, then at the bottom is resolve.
I think I did that right.
Hasn't come through. There it is. Nice. Good success there. That is what you want to see here.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I thought I'd lighten the mood up with a little flair, but seems I vastly misjudged my own skill.
Yeah, so you say that. You kind of get things like cooled down. But as everything is kind of getting back, you notice you have a little bit of the blood on your fingers. It's like you're kind of cleaning things up. And you just take, nobody's looking. You take a little taste there. And give me a resolve plus a blood sorcery.
God damn it, now I'm gonna know how this person dies.
Blood sorcery.
Yeah, because that's what I do. Yeah.
Witch.
Must drive him from these lands.
Bring him at the state.
Okay. So
We'll do the class.
resolve plus blood sorcery.
Yes.
This is very exciting. I've never done this. There it is. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Possibly because this could turn out terrible.
Ooh,
Okay.
One
that's a
success.
success.
Well,
No, so in this case, this is not the determining the fate. Where the one we're doing here in this particular case is you get a taste of the blood, and there is something strange. Oh no, I'm sorry. You need 3 successes. So no,
Nope.
you don't get anything from it.
Damn.
Aside from the fact that you're gonna get an extra little hunger dot here, just for funsies later. We'll see where that goes.
Oh,
That was a
okay.
mouse tool we'll use for later.
that's a mouse tool.
That won't work out badly. Sure.
But yeah, the whole scene, like seeing all that blood, just reminded you it's been a while since you've had something to stem the feeling. And that little taste, having that blood just made you curious enough to have a little taste and build that hunger a little more.
Oh.
All that tasty, tasty blood.
Tasty blood.
Ooh.
So
Everything,
very,
though,
very-
everything still goes relatively smoothly as you get as things are set up. What everybody felt like you might have, you can hear like murmurs. People think that maybe you did that on purpose to try to show people like, how things can go really poorly if you try to be a show off.
yeah. I'll take it. It's better than I'm a dumb shit.
As the rest of you show up, how are you for timeliness? The event has a time that you're supposed to be there. So how are you guys for timeliness? Who's the late person? Who's the early person? The on-time person?
Tony is definitely early because he likes to be there, see all the money roll in, and gets to see who's got the most money.
And it doesn't have anything to do about the fact that the food usually gets laid out early also?
I respect that, Tony. I respect that. Get there early and get that food before it gets big.
Yeah, the shirt's not going to stain itself.
I
Yeah.
respect that.
So Tony, you'll arrive. You arrive early. They are unexpecting of any guests to be here as early as you get there, but they are still welcoming of you. This is sort of like they have like this area that they've set aside that is like this combination of sort of like a patio and a yard with this small open like den that's interconnected to it on somebody's house. So this is a little bit low key, but it feels a little like it's designed to be low key on purpose. It's supposed to feel a bit more cozy in a way, to not separate the individual from the people who are trying to schmooze. We're not working with big city politics, right? You're not gonna bring these people to an estate when you want them to be on your side, because it's just going to show them how much different you are than them. But still classy nonetheless. You'll be able to watch as various people from town come in. One of the other people who shows up somewhat early is Lorraine. She'll immediately greet you and do her best not to utter the phrase that she ultimately ends up uttering. I'm so surprised to see you here. I didn't think this was your kind of thing.
Oh, well, you know how it is, Lorraine. Sometimes you just have to really be there in every type of environment, really helps just if you're a bit of everywhere, let the people know you can be seen,
Suppose that would make sense. I just realized I forgot to generate his name, so give me a sec here. Do you and Carlos know each other? Have you known each other for a while, or are you just kind of getting to know him?
I'm just getting really to know him. My a good associate of mine, Donovan, he's familiar with Carlos, so that's our mutual connection right there. So went out to Donovan, and Donovan said, you might be interested, and I said, well, seems like a good event to be at,
I would say it's the right place if you're continuing your mission of trying to make people know you're more interested in community activities.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Speaking of community activities, by the way, we are looking at trying to fund a rec center and would be interested in you taking a look at things and thinking about whether or not you might be able to contribute in some way.
Oh, Lord. Now they want money.
That's how it always goes.
Oh, of course, that would be most curious, maybe something else, to help make the apartments feel, a bit more, part of that community. Right now they feel a little bit, distance from it all,
We need more activities in town, and I think that would help if they had more access to stuff to do. I'll send you over the details, and you can look it over and let me know if you'd have any interest.
Of course. That'd be fantastic, Lauren.
Thank you.
No, thank you. You're a doll as always.
Oh, you're so sweet. What about the other two of you? Who likely arrives first, Donovan or Silas? I almost feel like this is a competition between the two of you in some ways.
Who could be the latest?
You know what? I think Sai might actually be on time for this one.
Oh.
He'll be on time.
Oh, my.
I'd be early because I gotta.
Okay. So Donovan will also show up early. Yeah, you can see Tony finish his conversation with Lorraine as you arrive. You'll also see that like a little after talking to Tony, she'll walk over to Carlos, as he calls himself. That's not his given name, but he got tired of people mispronouncing it. So he just accepts being called Carlos at this point. Even though there's an O between the R and the L.
So he's a Carlos?
He is
Carlos?
Carlos. Karolos.
Corolos.
Yes.
Carollo.
He is natively from Greece.
Mm.
Oh,
I'll call him Corona for short.
Well, you don't know that. You would only know him as Carlos right now because everybody has called him Carlos.
yeah, the sandwich shop down the street from me when I lived in Bridgeport, he was Ray, and finally I'm like, so where are you from, Ray? And he's like, Syria.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
So you're probably not actually Ray, huh?
yeah. He just went with something he could get people to pronounce.
Yeah, it's like the
He
number
was
of
like-
the number of people who come over from those Middle Eastern countries, and they're all named Sam. And it's like, are you
Yeah.
which shorthand is Sam short for? Since there's plenty of names that could be connected to.
Yeah, he's just like, Ray's short. It's short for Raymond.
Everyone hates that guy, so.
No, I do.
But yeah, when you get in, who would you meet with first? What's Donovan's kind of route when he arrives?
Well, I suppose I would meet with
Karolos.
Carolos.
Corolos.
I would insist on calling him by Coloros.
Okay,
Oh
Karolos.
God, I'm gonna keep.
Yep, it's fine.
Karolos.
It's a rough name. I have to stop myself as well before I say it for just a brief moment.
Corolos.
Yeah, I feel it's more respectful to do that,
Mhm.
unless he tells me otherwise.
Yeah. The key interesting thing is how good like his American is. He has very much so worked hard to pass as much as he can for someone who is natively from here. But he
If
also
he corrects me,
huh,
I was gonna say if he corrects me, I'll just pretend like I misspoke.
yeah, he'll correct you every time, but you get the impression that like this is one of those like, I know you're in a higher position of like connection than I am, so I'm going to use the only jab I've got because this is the like friend-ish associate relationship that we have. So it's kind of like a way of trying to be friendly, but also, trying to soft power push a little bit. But it's fine. It's fine. I understand. It's sometimes very hard on the American palate.
Yes, of course.
You brought along. How did you took care of your friends well? I'm assuming. I see for the first time that your husky friend over there is in a clean shirt. Would you like to play some sort of pool on how long it takes before it's ruined? I specifically have a series of dipping sauces that will be around just to see what he'll stain it with first.
You sly bastard.
You gotta add a game to everything here and there.
How long until the dipping sauces are out?
I am expecting them to come out very soon. I've heard people love various different sauces. So we've got a nice smattering of a few different barbecues. We went with some different ranches. Should be interesting.
Maybe the ranch will cover up the color and blend it in with the white a little bit.
He did choose. It is a strange thing to go with that weird shade of cream and brown, but it feels on brand in his particular case. He definitely looks like he fell out of one of those 80s catalogs.
I'm just glad he didn't go with the suit that he brought with him for some reason, or a powdered blue suit, or something of that ilk.
Oh, could you
It took a
imagine him
steep
walking in
discount.
here looking as though he should also have a small string of women following him around at the same time, maybe with one of those canes, if you will?
Ah,
He looks like the type that would try to dress something that he definitely shouldn't be in public.
but I am pleasantly surprised. It took a steep discount, but we got him there. He doesn't look half bad.
He had unlimited money to work with, and he still had to talk a discount?
Yeah.
Well, as much as I may have misjudged him, I have to respect a man who works for a discount even when there's all the money you could possibly want to spend on the table.
Sometimes you have to respect the hustle,
Yes.
even if it's not necessary.
I'll have to remember to offer him my appreciation for that, but not until the stain.
No, of course not. So my bet is 5 minutes before the stain or the sauces come
Ooh,
out.
5 minutes.
Before. I think he'll find
Before.
them before. I think he'll find them before they're ready to come out.
Oh, do you think like somebody's carrying the tray and they're like trying to figure out positioning, and he goes for a taste?
He'll notice it before they come out of the kitchen.
Ah, we'll see. We'll see. I was thinking he could at least make it a half hour in a clean shirt.
Shaking of head immediately. Wishful thinking, I suppose.
So yeah, feel free to meet some friends. There are a few people of significant background that I've brought in here. But overall, I'm trying to make this mostly a community endeavor. So meet with them where you can. Remember, be nice. I know you and the common folk often don't blend well. I specifically have not allowed any writing instruments to be in the area.
Oh man.
Just
I'm wounded.
if you need to, like, every once in a while, grab one of the toothpicks and you can do that. It doesn't have quite the same snap, though.
At least there'll be something. I feel like this is going to be a very trying night.
I expect it will be. But you have to learn how to do things a little better with the regular people. We're not in the same place you were. You're not in the same place you were before. It is a step down, and I know it's adapting. I don't want to be here either, and you know that.
True. These people are a step down.
Yes.
But
in order to step up, sometimes you have to start down.
Sometimes you have to break a few eggs. Or is that something else?
That's
I feel like
that's making an omelet. We're not making omelets here.
Okay.
We're going up a ladder.
Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. I'm very hungry.
So, speaking of this, so Tony, I am curious here as things are happening. Tony can't normally eat, correct? He does not have regular ability to eat.
Let me check something.
I don't remember you do.
I'm trying to remember if I spent the dodge for it. Let me check. I don't know if I spent.
What?
I had thought I remembered that you did, but I don't see it on your sheet.
Neither do I. But
you haven't used any of your XP, so maybe you just hadn't put it on the sheet, but you had talked about doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me pull up the thing in the.
I want to say it was something like 5 points.
Yeah, it was merits. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Iron Gullet lets you. It's 3 dots, so
okay,
3 points, and you can give yourself Iron Gullet, which will give you the ability to eat basically as normal.
And that
oh no, I'm sorry. Not, is it Iron Gullet? Hold on. Oh no, that's the different types of blood. Hold on. The other one is. Somebody else in the party has it, I thought.
I have it, I think.
Okay.
Yes,
I have it, but I'm not there.
Yeah, so it's 2 dots.
Okay, it's just 2?
Yeah.
So 2 out of 7.
Yep. Okay.
And that's a merit, right?
Yeah.
What's the official name?
Eat food.
Oh, that I don't think I did the type of description for that one. It's as it is. Should I put any dots for it or no?
Yes, fill it to 2 dots so we know where the points went.
Okay. All right. Oh, first, now and eat foods.
All right. So I have a question that is interesting for Tony. Well, actually, there's something I want to do first, but I think it's gonna be pretty easy. So I need you to give me a, where is it? Give me an awareness plus wits.
An awareness plus wits.
Yes.
Awareness plus wits.
Ooh, very good. You catch this signal that somebody is trying to give you very, very easily. There is you're one of the staff roaming around will kind of pass by you for a moment, and they give you kind of like this jab, this like light elbowing, and they turn and they say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to." And they look like they're trying to help you with something. Like they look like they're trying to clean up something. Like maybe they thought they knocked something into you or something like that. But then they say, "If you have a moment, Set is available for you inside."
Okay. I think Tony would then excuse himself at whatever conversation he was at. He's just like, excuse me for a moment. I must step away from the conversation for a little bit, but when we're back, I would love to talk more about, community and the outreach we could have with each other, just, I will be back.
Yeah, so you'll see where he heads off to. You did very well with that awareness roll. And then can follow a little ways after.
Yes.
And he will pull you aside. He'll like pull up his like shirt a little bit to reveal to you this little like tattoo of Set that he has on his like this little Anubis head that he has on his arm. And he will offer to you that I have heard word that you are searching for others. I was sent here by Cipriano. What do you need? For whatever you need from me, you may have.
That's very good to know. Right now we are in the midst of plans and setups, as you know. If anything, if you had any information on members of the council on the board, for this small town, the more I know, the easier it would be to get familiar with them,
I will do what I can to find out what more I can. I feel there is more I could find here for you.
Of course, that would be fantastic. Thank you.
But if we're going to make such a big exchange, perhaps you could give me something to help me out a little bit with that? Or maybe you're not familiar yet. You're relatively new here, right?
Yes.
These kinds of things.
Yes, we're very relatively new here. Yes.
Just a little taste of your blood would give me some better ability to do work for you. Usually they just like little incision on the arm, nothing too big. We can always bandage it up. Just a little taste.
Tony's gonna keep it cool, but it's fine. He's like, this guy's kind of a freak, but like sure, that helps us move this process along. I can do that, yeah.
All right. Give me a rouse check. So a rouse check, is a composure plus resolve.
Okay. Composure plus resolve.
Okay. Oh no, actually, I think it's just a D10. I'm sorry. Give me just a single D10 roll. I think in this case. Rouse is just rolling. Okay, so gain a point of hunger.
Okay.
Man, we're doing good with this shit today.
But also, which of your disciplines do you want to impart upon him? Obfuscate or presence? Or which power? I guess it's whichever power you want. So choose one of your powers to impress upon him.
So he needs to get information.
Yes.
Well, obviously, lingering kiss isn't useful to him right now. He entrancement.
Okay.
Or let me see, entrancement. I'm trying to see if it's between entrancement or awe.
Well, if you give him, so you don't know so you don't know enough about this. So I'm leaving this to you. This is new to you, so I want this to be a learning experience.
Yes.
Especially because they weren't planning to teach you about this.
So since I'm looking for general information about multiple people, I probably shouldn't do entrancement. I should do awe instead.
Okay.
So I'm going to give him awe.
So yeah, you give him awe. As he feeds, you see like his eyes and his stature changes. He doesn't fully look different, like in a directly visual way, but there's something more pronounced about him, something more like real about him. And thank you. I will find you what you are looking for. I assure you.
Of course, yes. That would be fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome. While this is happening, give me a dexterity check.
Just a flat dex?
Just a flat dexterity check.
Oh, goodbye, everyone.
Good luck.
All right, very good.
Holy.
Yeah. So you you're trying to clean up the wound on your arm, and they're helping out, and you like lift your arm a certain way, and you almost drop a drop of blood on your shirt, but you quickly like pull your arm away.
Let's go.
But yeah, as you're heading out of there, though, you do notice that they have like a giant tray of various different meats and dipping sauces.
Oh no, the suit.
Do you want to try any of them while you are there?
Ranch.
Ranch?
We're going straight to the ranch. He's
Tony, so gross.
Give me another dex check.
Do they have any plants as well?
He's only got a 1 dex, so.
Yep. Oh, you still got it. Yeah, you give the ranches a try and definitively like. So is Tony normally a buttermilk person?
Ugh, Jesus Christ.
I would say he's normally a buttermilk ranch enjoyer. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He's
Yes.
a buttermilk ranch. blue cheese.
Okay.
Wants it all
No,
at
there.
once.
Yeah, the next question is though, if he didn't say buttermilk, would be blue cheese, because I feel like you're either in one camp or the other. You're not normally like, I want both buttermilk and blue cheese.
I mean, Tony definitely also enjoys both.
Oh,
Mostly-
okay.
Mostly because what blue cheese will do to the breath. It's just
Oh my god.
it's that particular vein of gross that's on brand for Tony.
Which of these do you think Tony inadvertently finishes off first, though? The buttermilk or the blue cheese? Because that's when somebody will finally come over and stop you, is when you're like doing that thing where you're scooping the last little bit out.
He's gonna finish the buttermilk ranch first, and then he's trying to quickly go to the
Yeah, somebody's like, no, sir, we'll bring those out later, sir.
Hey, my apologies. I thought, he handed me the tray. I thought it was supposed to be eaten,
Sir, he didn't hand you the tray. He set the tray down next to you.
That's about the same thing as handing the tray to me.
Very well, sir.
I want half a dozen of these buttermilk things.
If you could, sir, please head back outside.
Yes, yeah, of course. Yes, of
Oh
course.
my god.
It was delicious. It's like one of those extra satisfying things, because like you haven't tasted regular food since you've transitioned to a vampire, and so to be able to like finally enjoy like regular food, yeah, it's like so much more delicious than it could have been. This could have been Hidden Valley, and you would have been real happy with it.
Oh yeah, Hidden Valley.
He's a simple man, Tony.
Tony's not going to turn down Hidden Valley either.
Of course, that's a good ranch.
Oh,
I know this kind of Tony guy, because he's the kind of guy that orders a salad and like pours almost an entire bottle of ranch on the salad.
Well, that's the way the salad's
round
good.
food.
And then is wondering why, like, Doc, I eat a salad every day. I don't know why we're having a problem here.
I thought you meant more salad. I thought you meant more salad dressing. I'm putting it on everything.
That's what they tell me the ranch is for. You put ranch on everything, Boom, more healthy.
God.
I advise you move up to Cranch. That's ketchup mixed with ranch.
Oh.
So it's
Oh,
my god.
Disgusting.
That's foul.
You know what? I've eaten the Bomb Beyond, and I would rather eat that than Ranch. Or whatever the fuck that was. That sounds terrible.
Buttermilk ranch sounds delicious.
All right.
until you find out about ranch. That's mustard mixed with ranch.
So,
Oh my god, stop.
so as Tony comes out, Donovan, you're like watching because you saw Tony slink away. And as he comes out, you will be disappointed. No stain on his shirt, but you can see on his fingers there's still little bits of ranch that he's like licking off as he comes out of the bag.
I'm upset and impressed at the same time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you see him. He even does that thing where he's about to like wipe them off on something, and for a moment he goes for the shirt, and then like wipes it on one of the like cloths somewhere that's like draped over a table. That's Tony's style, right? I'm yeah.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
So the three of you are, or the two of you are mingling. Charlie, you're schmoozing with people as they come up to get drinks. And it is as like the guests start to swell in number that Silas finally comes in. And Silas, when you arrive, there is an impact. Everyone else here is dressed relatively formally, you know, kind of like each other. Dresses, suits, maybe a pantsuit here and there. And then you come in this like this very fluffy, very poofy kind of outfit. And let me copy this and throw it in the Discord so
formal
everybody
for
else
a
knows what this looks like.
I must see. Oh,
My
actually looks kind
God.
of cool.
You just like stick out in a way that is both like impressive and gaudy at the same time, right? Because it doesn't fit the rest of the scene, but it also fits the rest of the scene. You've inadvertently chose something that's more of a wine color in terms of the top, so it does blend well with the color. But you also have a bit of that like that little south of the border flair to this, or that kind of Spanish flair to this. That really makes it look like you just got off of a plane from Spain after the running of the bulls, but wanted to make sure you're in the right outfit for the time.
Yay. Well, I'll say as Sai walks in, he kind of like flicks his hair over his shoulders, like he doesn't need to, but he does that. Literally exactly how Christian. That's how he does it. Is there wine by any chance, or is it just? I didn't remember.
That is a good question. Do you think Charlie would have at least had some kind of wine available? Maybe like a lighter wine?
I was gonna go with a lighter wine.
Okay.
Nothing heavy.
Yeah. So there is wine available.
Okay. Well, Sai is gonna go get him a glass of wine, and he knows he doesn't really have to go up to talk to anyone because someone's gonna come and talk to him
Mm-hmm.
regardless. So he's like, he'll just get his glass of wine and just like kind of just walk around
Yeah.
and just like wait for
You
someone
can
to
you can come
to him.
up, Charlie. Let's see what happens when you and Charlie interact. So you come up, ask Charlie for a glass of wine, if you will.
Charlie,
Are you asking? I didn't hear it yet. Sorry.
can I get a glass of wine?
Yes, I don't think we have anything from Spain here, but maybe like a Bordeaux. I mostly have light white.
That's fine.
Have fun.
You
Can I
you
have the
pour
wine?
you pour a Zinfandel.
Yeah, I pour the Zinfandel. I carefully hand it over to Cyrus and go, have fun.
I was just gonna look at him, narrow his eyes a bit, and then just walk away with a glass of wine in his hand. Had nothing to say to you. It's his mentality.
A little after
Oh, that really hurt Charlie deeply.
a little
Anyway.
after Silas walks away, Charlie, there will be a gentleman who wanders up to your table. Excuse me, do you know that person?
Yes, it's a friend of mine. They wanted to make a big splash tonight.
They certainly seem to.
They're an artist.
Oh, that makes so much sense. That was exactly what my first thought was.
Very talented. Very.
You've seen their work?
You know, with talents, they need a lot of it. Go ahead.
Yes. Are they open to having people chat with them? I mean, they look almost like they want the conversation, but I don't. Some people just come to show themselves off, and I want to get an idea before I just assert myself and insert myself into a conversation with them.
I have found in my years of flinging suds, as they say, the ones that don't want to be talked to are probably the ones that want to be talked to the most.
Very good. Can I have something lemonade based?
Would Monsieur like just a lemonade, or would you like something?
No, I'd like something with a little spice in it.
Oh, okay. Right away.
Yeah,
Give
you
him
can.
a lemonade with. Yeah, I
mix
don't
them
know
up
what
some.
you would put in lemonade for the love of. But I would.
And then he will make his way over to you, Silas, after a little bit. Excuse me, I have to know, where did you come up with the idea for this outfit?
It was just something that I thought of. I've always had a bit of an abstract mind. Can I ask who you are?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. That is one of the proper ways to start a conversation, isn't it? My name is...
What's he look like?
One moment. Hold on. I will give you that in a sec. Oops.
You no
Ralph.
good deviant.
Hey, listen. Sai's good at two things. Well, I want to say good. He does one thing and he's good at the other thing. He kills people and he likes to draw, make paintings and stuff like that. He's good at that one.
His name is
Wasn't sure if that's where you were going.
Bryson.
Bryson.
Oh my, Bryson.
We love
Oh.
Bryson.
And let's do... I'm going to
I
do
feel
a
like you had
little...
to kill him just because of that name.
The second Silas hears it internally, he's gonna like wince a little bit, but he's not gonna shout it like, "Oh, Bryce, what the?"
He is for somebody who like clearly isn't American. I'm not doing an accent well because I can't do a British accent. But for somebody who is not from around these parts, he has more of that like that British charm to him. And actually has a pretty well put together appearance to himself. He is dressed in he's foregone the suit jacket and is going like a very tight vest with a short sleeve button up. No tie. The shirt is buttoned down about 2 buttons. And there is one of the very clear things to notice, though, is much more casual shoes than you would expect. Not quite like, street shoes, but definitely not like fancy style shoes either. Somewhere in between.
Bryson was the 7,762nd most popular name for a boy in the United States.
That sounds about right. Just from the outfit, hearing it sounds like size type. The name was a little off-putting, but he saw the fit and he's like, I'm intrigued. My interest is piqued.
You can call me Bry. I know some people don't care for the extended version.
So I will look him over. There'll be a slight smile on his face, and he'll hold his hand out. And as I get to like shake it, and he'll say, "I'm Zane."
He'll shake lightly as you offer your name. Zane, that is a very interesting name. Is it originally yours, or did you shift to it from a different life?
It was mine originally.
I don't mean to be mean.
What...
I've met a lot of people named Zane who really like the Z in the name, and I know that artistically it's a very good sounding name. So just curious.
All right.
John.
Is there anything else you're curious about?
I
that he'll take a little another sip.
I heard
Look at him.
you're a bit of an artist. What kind of work do you do?
Realism, nature. I paint with acrylics, gouache, things of that nature.
Interesting. Have you managed to sell anything in the last couple of years? I know the market's a little rough right now for art, but just curious.
I have not. My art is realistic to a point, but it doesn't always suit everyone's taste.
I would agree. I tend to find that nowadays people are looking for so much escapist nonsense that giving them something that feels too real almost scares them away. Do you agree?
I would. Why should we fear what is constantly looming over us?
I would agree. One of these days, we're all going to have to succumb to the great beyond. And it's all about the steps we take on our way there, more than it is the steps we take to avoid it. What's living otherwise?
Hmm.
I'm curious, though, as to what brings you to a place like Ephraim. You don't seem the type to want to be in such a dull place.
Sometimes a little bit of dullness is what you need when you've lived a life of extravagant.
Oh, I can understand that. A cleansing of the palate, I guess. Right. You must have been from somewhere big. Where were you originally? Where'd you hail from originally?
Wait. Las Vegas.
Oh, you're going with Vegas, huh? Give me. You delayed on that just enough because you hadn't caught your story together. So give me a persuasion plus composure here.
Composure.
Yep.
Oh, this is not the right thing.
Woo! Expected that to be high, but not quite that high.
I'm from Vegas.
He just kind of seemingly accepts the idea. It's a very bright place. I assume must have been difficult being an artist in a place like that. Was your family originally born there, or did they bring you in there to work? Well, when they came to work, I mean, not bring you in as like a work. You know what I mean?
I was I was brought in.
Must have been a rough transition. I can understand then why you'd want to have sort of a blank slate in here.
Mm.
Have you been to
Yeah.
the gallery in town?
I have actually. I've talked to the group there. I've given them some pieces.
Well, they definitely have a very eclectic taste in art. It was very interesting in a town like this to see some of the pieces they put on display. But I think that they have an interesting mind for it. And I really appreciate an interesting artistic mind. Your outfit seems to reflect that you yourself might have an interesting artistic mind. Perhaps at some point I could see some of your work. I'd like to see the whole body of it if possible.
Sai is going to take another sip of his wine. Look him over again and say, "Is there any time in particular that you'd want to see my catalog?"
Well, let me offer you this. He pulls a business card from his pocket and extends it to you. Um, nothing fancy. I'm not trying to do this as a show. If you look at the card, I'm basically a desk clerk in a lot of ways. But I think it would be interesting to have an opportunity, and I think this is the easiest way to give you a number without having to make too big a scene at a place like this, if you know what I mean.
My existence here is a scene enough, so
I would agree. But if we make it look like it's some sort of business thing, they'll just assume I'm interested in your art. But your art is interesting, but you yourself are your own piece of work.
Oh my!
know.
What a flatterer!
But I am expected to meet with a few other people, so as much as I would love to entertain this conversation more, will you allow me to step away and deal with my other obligations?
I suppose.
Thank you so much.
Can I say as as I goes to take the business card, he kind of like their hands. He
Mhm.
purposely kind of like brushes his hand.
I would
I gotta be spy
expect
about it.
nothing less than the classic Austinian gesture.
I'm just gonna touch his hand a little bit.
Yeah. I think the rest of the event will carry on well. I want to, before I get to one last couple of things, I want to jump really quick over to Lena, because you said you know which Cthulhu greater being you're focusing your game on.
Yep. Yeah, I decided on. Let's see, how do I print? Yeah. Here it is. Yep, Tistel. Or, maybe I should just
Yeah,
put
no,
it up. So
I know what you're
that
talking about. Charles can probably
Yeah,
pronounce it the best. Charles?
Which
I
is
can
that?
Yib.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's
Yeah.
Yib.
Yib is usually what they just refer to it, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
I think Yib might be another one because I think I saw another one. Yeah, but I would not be that surprised if they just shortened it like that.
Yip Mizzet.
No.
Is it Yog Sagath?
No, he's doing Yib Sisil, or however you say the.
Yep, because it's the easiest one to say.
Yeah.
Yep.
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 So during the
Didn't go
course
with,
of during the course of
what
the
was
game, there's a very odd occurrence that happens. So as Emily's been playing, throughout it, Emily has picked up a couple of spells as her character. And you notice it's been really interesting. She's been really trying to like focus on trying to find information in the world. She's basically the champion of like pushing the story forward, where everybody else wants to do like these big showy things. She's really like very bookish in what she's going for.
Okay.
In one particular scene, though, you notice a very odd thing occur that everybody else just kind of dismisses. But there is a scene where they're in a combat with a few cultists, and she has this little ability to like light something ablaze with one of her spells. But as she does so, there is like something weird that happens with a nearby candle, and it happens to light on fire a little piece of cloth. And you guys managed to put it out really quickly, but it's very strange. Like, she was like very expressive as it happened, and there's just this little jump of the flame. But everybody just attributes it to like the candle got knocked as she made a gesture. It couldn't have really been anything special.
Yeah.
But you have a pretty good eye for these kinds of things. And for a moment, she looks over at you, and you catch her eye. And give me an insight plus wits. I think here is what I'm going to ask for.
Okay, so insight
plus wits.
Okay. Let's hear. Keep it at 5, or
you can't really change anything there.
Okay.
Yeah.
2-6.
All right. So yeah, you get this distinct impression that she also noticed that it happened and is like trying to kind of play it cool. And then I will jump back to the rest of the crew. There are a lot of people at this event. What I kind of want to look for here from everybody is what kind of people are you looking for? Remember what your main goal as that Cipriano has given you is to try to find some kind of connection to something within the school. You need to find someone there that is a good point of contact. So what kind of people are you looking for here at this event? It might not be related to what Cipriano wants. You don't necessarily have to. But I just wanted to offer that up there as well.
So what was it again with the Cipriano? It was something like the school was named after a Mormon leader.
That is correct, yes. Snow College is named after a person by the name of Erasmus Snow.
Well, I think Tony's first instinct is to obviously try to find a member of the board who's connected with the school.
Okay. Yeah, so you will ask around for a bit, and you will find eventually that one of the board members that Carlos is running against is someone by the name of Clyde Hansen.
Where am I at? Where's my thing? Oh, okay. Clyde.
So Clyde is very staunchly a Mormon. He follows a lot of the principles. He is a very active member in the church. Believes the town would be better if it would move itself back to its Mormon roots. But he is here, and he is you can see him constantly scanning the area for anyone that he can find that's doing anything out of place. And every once in a while, you'll see him take out a little notepad and scribble something down, and then put the notepad back away. But he's still chatting with people. He's still making good on things. But his eyes are always moving. So he's making conversations. He's still got, his gaze moving about. A couple of people have commented on it, but.
I see. So Tony will kind of casually approach.
All right. While this is happening, can I get one more dex check from Tony?
Will Tony survive, everyone?
I believe.
He did not
survive.
Oh,
There it is.
Oh no!
So yeah, right
not a
before
bestial failure, though.
right before heading over to him, you get this nice scent of something that they brought out recently. And your head kind of turns, and you make a wander over there. And they've got this these nice thin pieces of, you're not exactly sure what it is. I think Tony's background probably would not be aware, but it leaves a little reddish film on your fingertips when you eat it. So you have your little bite, and out of habit, you just kind of do the thing where you brush it on the chest. And then make your way on over. And it is at that point, related but unrelatedly, that you'll hear Carlos in the background go, "Excuse me for a second." And Donovan, Carlos will come walking up to you. Hey, I was right.
It's kind of hate.
It was so close. You almost did it earlier.
So Tony, you make it up to Clyde. Clyde kind of looks at you. Oh, I remember you. You're Tony, was that correct?
Yes, and Clyde Hansen, correct?
That is correct. Yes. You've got that apartment over the apartment complex over there, right? Palisade, I believe it is.
Yes, correct. Absolutely right, sir.
You've dealt with that rat problem finally, right?
Of course. We're always looking to improve the apartments, and we finally found it within the budget to handle the rats.
It's funny. People seem to say that it's very expensive there, and yet you continue to have these weird malfunctions of products within. Is there some kind of weird funding leak problem that you're having? Maybe something that the village could help you tighten up a little bit?
It's not so much as a funding leak problem. It's more like we're still dealing with the remnants of previous management. I'm sure as you are aware, previous management did not do let's say, their best in
That's
taking care of the building.
That is very true. We were trying to get them closed. We were trying to get the whole place shut down for a while, but there are many, many students that come into this town and need a cheap place to live.
Yes. So it's really the previous management did a real bang up job, as it were. So we're still just recovering from that.
Well,
And, speaking of the school, as it were, I heard, I recently found out that, I don't know what inspired me the other day, but I picked up the good book, and I see that the college is named after the Mr. Snow. So and you seem like from I recall, you were a leader, as it were, on this university. I figured you might be able to help fill in some gaps that a new fledgling might not know about the faith.
Interesting that you'd have some interest, but I suppose I could expound a little bit. Are you curious about Erasmus or the religion itself?
Uh, I don't know how much time you got, but I like both. But if it's just I gotta pick one, maybe just Erasmus, and I can do some solo exploring on my own time about the actual faith.
Solo exploring.
Let me give you a little bit of info on Erasmus.
He's an Arcanist, level 12, Temple Elf, fondness for sling.
So Erasmus was somebody who had reached one of the highest seats of the church. He had reached one of the 12 apostles. This is kind of like the ruling council. We'll call it a ruling council for shorthand. That make the decisions about which direction the church is going. Over his career, he was very, very devout. He is part of why when they had settled in the Salt Lake Valley originally, and he did a lot of work in growing the religion throughout Utah as things had happened. He was at one point in contention for taking the seat, the highest seat of the church. But then there was it was a I believe it was interrupted because of his death, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to find the details here.
That's just bad timing there.
Yeah. But he had also served for some time, and oh no, hold on. I remember this. Sorry, it took me a minute to remember because there are aspects of this that matter. Yeah, so eventually Snow goes in this sort of starts going in this sort of political direction, and begins doing some work there, and then kind of passes on quite a ways after that. But he'll talk about, though, like a lot of the work that I'm looking at the wrong one. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm pronouncing it wrong. Sorry, it's Erastus, not Erasmus. Erastus. Very hard with some of these names from this time period.
Rantis. I don't know if I spelled that right, but that's not good enough, so I'm going to guess.
He had a son, though, that later on goes on to actually make it to high rank in the church. A son by the name of Lorenzo. And he says Lorenzo has some, like, there's some fascinating things about Lorenzo, in that, like, after Lorenzo died, they basically there is like a shift that happens in the church, and for a lot of people that presently follow the religion, they think this was like a push in the right direction. A lot of people disagreed with Lorenzo Snow's ideas and beliefs and the way that he was leading the church. And they were happy to see his passing the church be guided in the right direction.
Erastus had 4 wives.
It's a very useful tale in how to be more careful about the paths that you follow. Also, his son was engaged in some sort of horrible crime.
A horrible crime?
Yes, similar to what that boy did in our town. It's very gross that we're seeing a repeat of what happened so long ago.
I'm not sure it's going to relate to ranch dressing.
Truly a tragedy, you know. It's just,
oh God,
given that type of legacy, how has the university fared, since?
Well, this was long ago. The university was still made afterwards, still in the eye of the right direction of things. Erastus was a profound and wonderful person who improved the church for the better, and had the right mindset for people. It was just staying on his family when Lorenzo's son did what he did.
Yes, of course. I see.
But that's all I have for now. I have a lot of discussing to do with other people.
No, of course. I thank you for the time you've given me, and hopefully we may discuss more in the future, whether it be about faith or business.
That
like a brilliant man.
I would be welcome to. You might also want to clean up. You got a little stain of something there on your shirt.
Oh, good. It happened again. Thank you. And he'll kind of excuse himself to, quote unquote, run to the bathroom. He's not going to run to the bathroom.
Right. I think here, actually, it is late enough. Let's I'll jump to the announcement, and we can sort of roll back to some things if we need to, or talk about some interactions. But the most important part of the events of the evening comes as the evening kind of winds down. You've been making your way around, talking with people. And at a certain point, Carlos will kind of draw attention in a certain direction. He says, first of all, I'd like to thank everyone for being here. Obviously, I have my own personal intentions here, as I'm sure you all know. But before we focus on me, I want to focus on how well things went. I'd like to give a warm thank you to our bartender, Charlie, over here, who has kept things very well run. We didn't have any problems. Everybody got what they needed. The staff have done a wonderful job making sure that everything moves smoothly. And just a pleasing aesthetic all around. So a round of applause for Charlie, if you will, please. Thank you. Thank you, Charlie.
Oh, I give us this short bow.
And then as for the reason that we are all here, I feel like you all know this is coming. I'm honestly a little surprised that Clyde has shown up, considering he knew what was going to happen. But I guess you would want to be there when your foe makes their primary declaration of war, you might say. And he chuckles, and a few other people do as he does. But I am officially announcing my bid for the board here in Ephraim. I believe that there is much I can do here for the town. I have a lot of access to resources that this town is lacking. And while I have tried to make some connections, I have run into problems with some members of the board pushing back against them. And I believe that if there were a change in leadership on the board, these things would also change with that. So, Clyde, I respect you and how much you care about this town, but it is time for the guard to change, and I am the change that this town needs. I look forward to your votes later this year. Thank you all so much. Everyone will clap. And over time, the festivities will wind down and people will go their own separate ways. And with that, I think all of us should go our separate ways. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Good night.
Bye.
Yeah.